Hello and welcome, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in to another Swords and Sake presentation. I'm making this video because I actually have painted some stuff. Just in the last couple of days, I just pumped out the last of the order sergeants, and I've done some crossbowmen before that, and a bishop, my warmongering churchgoer there in the purple, and I think that's all since last time. Anyhow, it's been a month, so it was long overdue, and I've been looking forward to getting more painted. I actually bought this display case, another one, because the other one was a bit shorter, but they've actually changed the width of it. It used to be quite a bit wider, so it would have fit another, 10 or 12 more guys on there. But this is a much more narrow one, unfortunately, which means there's going to be less I can stick on there. I think it's almost at full capacity already with what I've got here. So I'm going to have to get another one. And eventually they'll probably be put into bookshelves and that kind of thing with these cases. So they remain dust-free and on display, which is kind of something that I really like. I don't particularly like just shoving them into miniature cases, which aren't cheap either, and then they're sort of just blocked out from ever being seen again, so until you pull them out. Sometimes it's nice because that way you can remind yourself of things you have and you've forgotten about, but I like them having them on display so I can clearly see exactly what I've got, what I need to paint when I'm thinking about or getting inspired about playing a game. So let's hope, fingers crossed, this will be the year 2025 that I actually get to play Baron's War. So just speaking to Paul Hicks himself actually before in a video call, and it's nice to touch base with Paul again. And yeah, it'll be lovely to showcase his miniatures in a battle report sometime this year, hopefully with my good friend Stephen with his Forces of Islam as we play Outremer for the very first time. Who knows? Stranger things have happened so far, so let's hope that actually gets to the table. He's got all the terrain, he's got a nice desert mat. I haven't got nothing, so I've just only got the miniatures and the books, and that's it. So hopefully this will be the year where we actually get to see these guys on the table in a battle report, probably filmed in Tokyo with Stephen and his painted army that I actually got to paint through Eviled Studios. That was a couple of years ago now. I did a video and I posted up on the Crown of Command channel, Crown of Command Games channel. So I think that's still there, even though we'll start removing those videos soon, as I want to separate the content from 90s games, strictly 90s games on the Crown of Command, to everything else just lumped into here at Swords and Sake. So let's go down to the table. Let's have a look at some of the models I've been painting so far. So I'm pretty sure you've seen these crossbowmen, but I'm not sure now. But yeah, the crossbowmen are done. There's 6 of those. So my thinking was I had, I think 3 packs. They gave me 12. So I thought I'll give the Outremer side 6 of these, and the other 6 will be used for the regular Baron's War rules. So they'll be fielded in the Britons at some point, and I'm really looking forward to doing those because these are all sort of the same color scheme. They're very homogeneous in their colors. It's sort of dark grays and blacks and browns, whereas the actual Baron's War featured in England had a whole array of different colors, and I really like the prospects of doing that. So that's my 6 crossbowmen. I've heard they're quite deadly in the game of Baron's War, so let's see how they fare in actual gameplay. I've now completed, is it 8 knights, Teutonic knights, and all being said, they're like absolute tanks in the game. 40 points a model. It's incredible. So they're like Terminators in 40k, I suppose, the Teutonic Knights, with 3 activations and yeah, just really good stats overall. I'm really looking forward to fielding these. I've got another 4 to paint to bring me to the entire collection that's currently available for Baron's War, as in Outremer for the actual footnotes. Beautiful sculpts. I really love those a lot, and yeah, I just can't get sick of painting those. There's the Commander, Military Order Commander, or Baron if you like, and the Bishop, good old Bishop, and yeah, really enjoyed painting those. I took a lot of inspiration from, I think it's Michael on the Facebook page. I always enjoy looking through those pictures of anybody's painted models and collections there. And Michael did this guy in a purple, similar purple. So I thought, oh, that looks nice. I'll do that. He is a little bit rough around the edges. I will try to touch him up a little bit later, and just to refine certain parts on him. But overall, I'm quite happy with it. And yeah, I just haven't got enormous amounts of time to paint my own stuff these days, as I'm a commission painter, I'm a teacher, so a lot of my time gets spent up in that, and you know, only a little bit of time, a fraction of time gets spent on my own stuff. So yes, I hope to refine that a little bit more, give him a bit more depth in his robe colors a little bit, just gonna be more bit more deeper definition there, and smooth out some of the blends. And I think he'd be fit to call out God's justice on the tabletop. And then we have these guys. These are the Order Knights, Order Sergeants, I think. Sorry. So I was tempted to paint these guys in red, because looking at some of the Osprey books, looks like a lot of the Order Sergeants were done in like a red. Is it turcoat, the uniform they wear, and red shields of the White Cross. And I was really tempted to do it, and then I started doing it, and then I thought, nah, it just doesn't look good. It just yeah, there was something about it that just really turned me off doing that, and I went back to black. So and I'm glad I did, actually. So I'm really happy with those. I'm a little bit disappointed that they're all they can't be WYSIWYG. Like, they all have to be armed in one weapon type, and not you know, as you want kind of thing. So I'll have to look at some alternatives. I looked at this. I got the spearmen as well, and the spears are just terrible. They're just all wonky and so thin. I'll need to replace those with a steel rod and some spear heads on those at some point in the future. But for now, I'm happy that those 4 are done. Got a nice musician exclusive miniature. I think Andy Hobday kindly sent that to me, or Mark Farr from Footsore, because I can't attend the Baron's War events, of course, in the UK, so they very kindly sent me one of those, which is lovely. So I've honoured him with a paint job, and he's going to be part of my foot command group, probably with the priest and the commander. So I've got a little bit of flexibility in the lists, but not much. I've also got the mounted knights, of course, and I've got another 3 more to go. 4 more, actually, if you counted the mounted bishop. But unfortunately, his mace broke, so I need to find an alternative mace to fix him up. But yeah, that'll be quite a nice, nasty unit of Teutonic Knights, ready to rampage their way through the battlefield. They've been really tough. Like in the game battle reports I've seen, yeah, Knights are just nuts. Mounted Knights. But I suppose it reflects their historic counterparts, in that once these guys were in full charge with these lances that, like I said before, you don't want to be poked in the eye with one of these bloody things. That, yeah, you're just in for a tough time, especially with war horses and all that. I would imagine there'd be quite a fair bit of weight in those guys as they plough through some very lightly cladded infantry. But yeah, but that's basically it, guys. That's all my Baron's War stuff that I've painted, and I hope you enjoyed that. And now we're going to have a look at some of the commissions I'm working on at the moment. And these are the commissions I'm working on at the moment. Well, it's one commission really that you saw in the last video. It's all these beautiful foundry models. And the townsfolk, the village people, as I like to call them, are the ones I'm working on at the, for starters. Absolutely beautiful miniatures. I've enjoyed every moment of painting these little guys. And they are small. They're really small in scale. They're like true 25s. I don't know who sculpted them. I don't know if it was the Perrys or someone else, but whoever did it, they did a wonderful job. We've got some like work in progress models here I'm working on today. I was hoping to get those done by today, but it looks like that's going to be a weekend job for me. But the first 4 that I have done, I've really enjoyed painting those. And they're all got their own little character to them. And yeah, they just bring a wonderful sense of presence to a games table. I've never had a games table where I've had townsfolk on there. So it sort of harks back to the days of 2nd edition or 1st edition Warhammer Fantasy Battle, where they had like lots of townsfolk and that kind of thing, populating the towns and villages. It's a really, really nice idea. So again, these will be used for the Steed and Steel rule set, which I hope to present to the channel in the not too distant future. And I said to David, as we looked at the Trader's Toll, or Guards of Trader's Toll product that's coming out for Grey for Now Games, these will perfectly slot in to all of that as well. Perfect aesthetic for it. It's all medieval Europe, fantasy based. So these will be perfect for it. If you hear my son laughing in the background, I apologize. I do have a young boy with his grandmother having fun downstairs. So I'm sure we're all family people. So yeah. And hopefully my son will, he's been enjoying some gaming too. Recently, in Talisman 2nd edition, but then once he got the Poltergeist, he sort of gave up and went back to his Nintendo Switch, which tends to be the way of young people. they're not willing to fight it out until then, not like his old father. When he lost all his equipment and everything. This kind of reminds me of Talisman, these models, and that's the feeling I'm getting from them. And you could probably just fit them into Talisman as well, you know, playing your Talisman games. Oldhammer Talisman, nothing better. Anyway, guys, look, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you very, very much for watching. Thank you so much to the subscribers. I'm going to drink a bit of sake to you guys. Thank you. And I hope to bring more regular updates soon on finishing the townspeople here, the townsfolk, our village people. And hopefully, if I really get lucky, I might even paint a couple more. I might even bring a painting video to you guys, next one, for doing Military Order Night. How does that sound? If you'd like to see that, let me know. It would be like painting maybe the Standard Bearer or something else like that. Or one of the Order Knights with a shield and doing the freehand on the shield, and you can see how I do it. So if that would interest you, please let me know in the comments. If you could please leave a like if you like this video, that'd be wonderful. And if you feel really generous, maybe you want to subscribe to the channel. That'd be even better. But thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you again in the next one. Take care.